My name is Kenneth and I've been investing for over 20 years and I'm fully self-taught. In fact, just the other day, someone on Facebook said, "Hey, I'm just curious, what are your credentials?" And I said, "I'm fully self-taught and I understand that's not for everybody." And he responded, "Go fuck yourself." So, hey, some people like it, some people don't. But in order to know how I got started, we kind of have to go all the way back to the beginning. When I was a little kid, I wanted nothing more than to be a professional wrestler. I tried, it didn't work out. I actually got thrown over the top rope, hit the cement, and I broke my back. I didn't really want to go to college just to go to college. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I started working in the restaurant industry. Eventually I worked in the fitness industry. And it was in the fitness industry that there were some guys there who were trading stocks. And I thought, if I can be a stock trader, I don't have to have a plan. I don't have to know what's next for my life. I can just trade stocks and make money doing that. Now, I already had an interest in the stock market because of my mom and my grandma. A story I've told 1,000 times is when I was a little kid, I was sitting on my grandma's couch and the news was playing in the background. And I had a toy. I was showing my grandma, "Hey, look at my toy." And they said, "Now to finance news." And my grandma turned to me and went, "Shh." And that stuck in my mind clearly because I still tell the story of finance news. Stock market must be important to my grandma. I don't know what it is, but it must be important to her. So I already had that I was a little bit familiar with the stock market, with investing. My mom would get her monthly portfolio in the mail, her balance and stuff, and she'd go over it. So I already kind of knew a little bit about the stock market, but not really enough in any sort of serious way. Not in a way where I would end up one day having 700,000 social media followers across all the platforms. But when I was at the gym and these guys were talking about trading, I didn't know anything about the stock market. So I got on the Google, and this is 2009, 2010, so it was a very long time ago. And I Googled, investing books. I went on Amazon, I typed in stock market. I found 2 books. I'm going to show them to you. These are the 2 books that I read, and I only read 2 books. So the first one is this. It's the neatest little guide to stock market investing. This is the 2010 edition, so that shows you how long ago I've had it for. And you can see it is so faded now, but I've highlighted this thing like I was in high school. And this was, the internet obviously existed in 2010, but I thought that the book, and I still think that the book is a great place to start because some people will just say, well, just Google it. But if you're new to investing, what are you Googling? So a book can really help you. You can scroll through and you can see leverage. Okay, I can read a couple pages on that, but if I want to learn more, then you can have something to Google. The next thing I did was, because I was getting interested in stock trading, was I again went on Google and I said, I swear this is what I typed in, how to make money in the stock market. And this book popped up. This is called How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market by a guy named Nicholas Darvis. This guy was a ballerina in the 1940s, 1950s. Now you're going to think, okay, there's no way these methods hold up, 50, 60, 70 years later, but they do because it's basically momentum investing. So this book I read on trading, the other one on investing, and that's how I learned. Now, over the years, I would find new websites. Investopedia is a great resource, and a lot of trial and error because social media didn't exist in the way that it does today, right? You can go on Instagram, you can go on TikTok and YouTube, you can talk to people like me. I get 200. So if you're thinking about DMing me, hold on for a second, because I get 200 DMs every single week. That's a lot. People then get irritated. Why aren't you responding? Why aren't you answering my question? So you got the resources. You got my website. It's all free. Everything on my website is free. But that's how I learned. And it was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of, taking notes. Here's what I did today. Here's what worked. Here's what didn't work. I wish social media existed back then because it would have been a lot easier for me to go and interact with someone who was a trader and say, "Hey, this is what I did. What did I do wrong?" And then have them be like, "Oh, here's what you did wrong. Here's what you should have done," to teach me. I'm anti-course bro, right? I am the anti-course bro. I don't have a course. I mean, I have one, but it's free. I'm not here to sell you templates and guides and anything like that. I do what I do because there was no one to help me when I first started, and I would have really liked that without constantly being sold to. "Oh, you want me to help? You want me to teach you something? Pay me. We got enough of that in the world. I don't need it, so I'm not going to do it."